Although not perfect, Portugal still finished the group stage in the top position. This achievement helps the European Seleção fall into the bracket with the participation of Germany, Spain, and two unexpected opponents, France and Belgium. The fact that both of these teams played poorly in the group stage unintentionally put Portugal in a difficult position, having to face them right in the quarterfinals. The Portuguese team's opponent should have been the Netherlands. It would have been much easier for people from the Iberian Peninsula. But hey, whatever happened, happened. If they want to win the championship, Portugal needs to put in 200% more effort than at the present time. Their first difficulty is Slovenia. The two have only met once in history, which was a friendly match last March, when Portugal lost with a score of 0-2. That's because they don't have all the best people on hand. Furthermore, a friendly match usually does not have much meaning in determining the strength or weakness of a team. When Portugal meets Slovenia in the Euro knockout round, they will play with a completely different mentality compared to friendly matches, especially when they own the greatest goal scorer in history, named Cristiano Ronaldo. If you want to know how good Ronaldo is, ask Slovenia goalkeeper Jan Oblak. Throughout his career, this 31-year-old goalkeeper has discouraged many famous strikers, but there are only two names that made him give up: Messi and Ronaldo. Ronaldo scored 12 goals against Jan Oblak, including 9 goals for Real Madrid and 3 goals while playing for Juventus. No one will forget Ronaldo's classic hat trick against Jan Oblak in the Champions League 2018-2019 season, helping the Bianconeri come back with a score of 3-2. Although Ronaldo is 39 years old, he can no longer show the same peak performance as when he was young, but his presence on the field will make Slovenia's defense cautious, especially goalkeeper Jan Oblak. Having overcome Slovenia, Portugal will host France or Belgium in the quarterfinals. These are two opponents who have always created discomfort for the European Seleção throughout their confrontation history. If you are a passionate fan of the Portuguese team, you will know that France is their rival at major tournaments. Before 2010, Les Bleus had defeated Portugal 3 times in the World Cup and Euro. It is worth mentioning that all 3 of those times took place in the semi-finals, the threshold of paradise for Portugal to think about winning the championship. The first time was Euro 1984. They lost to France with a score of 2-3. The second time Euro 2000 took place, the continental team continued to sow sadness with a 2-1 victory. And the third time was the 2006 World Cup, with Zinedine Zidane's only goal in the first half causing Portugal to miss the opportunity to play in the final against Italy. But luckily, God doesn't take everything from anyone. In the last 2 confrontations, Portugal did not lose to France. They even won 1-0 in the Euro 2016 final right on their opponent's home field. With what happened in the past, Les Bleus at the present time is still experiencing instability, but that does not mean that we should underestimate the strength of this team. The obsession with the Portuguese after losing 3 semi-finals is still there. Ronaldo and his teammates have to be very cautious in this match. And if Belgium is Portugal's opponent in the quarterfinals, this match will recreate the 1/8 round of Euro 2021, a time when the Belgian team was still in a golden generation full of talent. At that time, the European Seleção lost with a score of 0-1 and officially became the former champion. Ronaldo had an excellent Euro period with 5 goals in just 3 group stage matches, but his early exit prevented the Portuguese legend from continuing to improve his scoring record. Since that defeat, Ronaldo has not been able to continue scoring at Euro. Most recently, Ronaldo just experienced a sad milestone when for the first time he was unable to score any goals in the group stage of major tournaments. More than anyone else, it is CR7 who wants to score against Belgium the most to repay the debt they caused his team 3 years ago. In the second barrier, France and Belgium have overcome Portugal, and will likely clash with two other European giants, Germany or Spain. These can be considered the two teams that perform the most according to fans' expectations, especially Spain. They are the only team to win all 9 points after the group stage ended. Moreover, La Roja did it in the group of death, where Italy and Croatia participated. In the history of confrontation, Portugal has never been an opponent of Spain with only 6 wins, 16 draws and 18 losses. But if we only consider major tournaments, it's a completely different story. The two faced each other a total of 4 times at the World Cup and Euro. Their performance was very balanced, with each team having 1 win and 2 draws. The last time was at the 2018 World Cup. The two teams gave the audience an extremely satisfying 3-score chase match. The best name is none other than Ronaldo. CR7 scored a hat-trick against David de Gea, shocking the whole world. If the two continue to face each other in the Euro semi-finals, Spain is clearly the higher-rated. La Roja has a midfield that can be considered the best in the tournament. 2 cornerstones named Rodri and Fabian Ruiz will block right before the 16m50 circle so that Pedri can play higher and especially provide the ball for the 2 wings, Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal. With a defense that is not in very good form like Portugal, it is very normal for them to be swept by 2 young Spanish talents on the wing. Therefore, Roberto Martinez needs to find countermeasures to reduce the scope and influence of the above duo. If successful, Portugal will limit about 40 to 50% of La Roja's strength. The name that European Seleção fans don't want to face the most is the German team, because Die Mannschaft has brought sadness to them many times in the past. In the last 5 confrontations, Portugal lost to the Germans, and it is worth mentioning that all the matches took place in major tournaments. Even Germany of Euro 2021, which is not highly rated, was still able to win with a score of 4-2 against Portugal, which proves the disadvantage they bring to the team of the Iberian Peninsula. How big is it? In the history of confrontation, Portugal has only won 3 victories, including the match in the Euro 2000 group stage when Sergio Conceição scored a hat-trick against Oliver Kahn and made Germany the former champion immediately from the group stage. When it comes to the surname Conceição, perhaps you are no longer unfamiliar with it, right? In the squad of 26 names that Roberto Martinez chose to attend Euro 2024, there is also a person with this last name, and that is Francisco Conceição, the son of the man who scored a hat-trick against Germany 24 years ago. Fans expect that the amulet named Conceição will help their team defeat Germany and advance to the Euro finals. In the final match, their opponents will likely be England or Italy. Once you reach the final, all previous statistics are for reference only. It has no meaning in assessing which team has the higher ability to win the championship. Of course, compared to England and Italy, Portugal's journey to the final is much more arduous when having to face all the big guys since the quarterfinals. If we can defeat them all, then we can consider the Portugal 2024 team as the best team on the journey to the Euro Championship. Coach Roberto Martinez's team was surprised to lose 0-2 to Georgia in the final series of matches, but anyway, that match did not bring too much meaning to Portugal. Once they compete with the strongest people at hand, their strength is enough to defeat any opponent. Ronaldo may no longer play the role of Portugal's main goal scorer, but removing the captain from the main squad is impossible, because the influence that CR7 creates is huge. With him on the field, the opponent will have to send 2 to 3 people to tutor him. Ronaldo's ability to attract people will open up spaces for his teammates to shine. And most importantly, it is the influence on the team's dressing room. The assist that Ronaldo gave Bruno Fernandes in the 3-0 victory over Turkey makes us feel that this team has become closer and more united. In recent years, they have not had high results at major tournaments, partly because of the players' unstable performance, and partly because Portugal has too many egos in the squad. Ronaldo, at the age of 39, is truly harmonizing those individuals to achieve the common goal of the whole team. Portugal's journey to the championship will still be very arduous ahead, but with the determination of the whole team, they will dedicate themselves to bringing glory to the country of only about 10 million people.